Hello, I'm Nehikhare Efehi, and this is my week 5 final project part 1 demonstration for our team Music Pro API. So today I will show our deployed application with 2 collections, complete CRUD operations and professional API documentation. So over here on the screen is our GitHub repository. So I'll quickly go over to the deployment demonstration where we have deployed our application live on render. All right, so this is the live, this is the application deployed live for render. So this is me signing as logged in as Efehi Nehikhare. So I'll go over now to show we have a comprehensive Swagger interface that has been implemented. As you can see, is live also. So the testing is being done live on render, is not on local host. So these are Swagger interface. These are the protected endpoint that needs authorization. So these are the 2 collections that I personally implemented, the genres and the artist collections. So I'll be focusing on them. So each of them has about 8 plus feeds. So for the genres operation, so we're going to be testing for this. We're going to be using the genres collection to test this get, post, put, and delete operation to see how they have been implemented. And after that, we're going to test the error handling. So we'll quickly start over with the get operation. So we're going to try it out, and then we go here. All right, so we got a 200 response, so showing that indicating success, that the operation has been successful. So as you can see, we have a perfect JSON response with proper structure. So the empty data here shows that our database is connected and is ready for content. So we'll now go over to create new data to show our database integration, how it's working. So for that, I will use the post endpoint to go over to the post endpoint to create a new data into our database. So we'll go to the post. And so here, I'll quickly want to try to create a new genre. So we have something already here. Okay. Okay. Let's try out what is already here and see how that goes. Successful. So this has been created. This has been created. And so we can try and create another. Okay, let's cancel this. Let me try and create another. Right, so okay, so this time let's call this Efehi. And then iLife, let's call this iLife music. iLife music. Okay, so let's leave every other thing just the way it is there. All right, so we also got a 201 response showing that that has also been created successfully. So we can now quickly go over. Let's try and see if we can get all the genre that has been created. Okay, execute 200. So we got all the genre that has been created. We have the electronic dance band that was created, and then also have yes, these are everything that has been created in the database, so they are also much. So let's not worry about this. All right, so let's cancel this and quickly go to we've tested the get and the post operation. So let's go to the put operation and let's try to okay. Well, let me take one of the ID of the newly created okay, this F a dance band. So let's use this ID. So this F a dance band wants to modify it now to something else. Okay. Okay, let's come to the post. We want to update. Right. So let's say we want to change it to change his name to Efehi Dance Band from Efehi to Efehi. I live dance. bound. All right, so we can leave every other thing as it is there. So let's see what we get. So we got a 200. So this has been successfully updated to a Efehi iLife canvas. So that's the update operation there being successful. So we can also go further using the ID. Let's try and delete that from the database using the ID that I copied earlier. Okay. Generate successfully deleted. So it has been successfully deleted. We also got a 200 code response. So meaning that 4 operations has been successful. So, but let's see if it was successfully actually deleted. So let's go here and try to retrieve it again using its ID. If it has been deleted, we are not going to be able to do that. We should possibly get an error. Correct. So we got a 404 error message telling us that that GRA was not found because it has already been deleted. So that's that. So now let's look at the error handling. So there we've seen, we have verified our database update, retrieval, and creation there. So let's quickly look at the error handling. Just like the comprehensive Swagger AP interface that we have, we also have a comprehensive error handling implementation. So I'm going to be testing that by intentionally triggering a validation error. So I will do that by going to my post. I'll go to the post and I'm going to try in the post, I'm going to try to create something. I'm going to try to create. Okay, let's try and create. Come on. Sorry about that. My mouse is malfunctioning. All right, so let's try and create something. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we got a validation error, 400 error, showing that some required fields are missing. So that's the error caching it there that all of the required fields are not complete. So let's also see if the invalid ID error logic will also be successful. So let's try and use the get operation by ID. So instead of this ID, I'll just enter some random numbers there as ID. All right, so let's go. All right, we also got an error code responded, invalid GRA ID format. So here we've seen that we have a comprehensive error handling. We have a working and live deployed API. So in terms of my contribution to this week project, besides being the team lead, I personally implemented this complete Jira that we just tested and the artist collection. I also did this with 8 fields, including all the CRUD operations, the data validation, and error handling that we just saw just now. Then, in addition to that, I also established our team database architecture, and I completed the Swagger documentation configuration that allows for this professional API testing interface that we have also seen. So I want to quickly add that for this week, our application has displayed the professional REST API architecture. It has complete CRUD operations with validation. We were able to include a comprehensive error handling with proper HTTP status code. We have a live database integration with MongoDB, just as we saw just now. Then we also have a professional API documentation with Swagger UI. And finally, our deployment is secured on render platform. So that's that for this week deliverable. Thank you so much for watching. Do have a nice time.